guys, welcome back to our channel. First of all, prefacing that I look like a scrub.
She doesn't look like a scrub.
I do look like a scrub. I got back from Arizona today and I woke up at 3 a.m. Then I took a 3-hour nap. And then it's really nice out here today, so we went.
And who picked you up from the airport?
You, good job. Thanks. And then
you didn't mention me at all, so I was waiting for it.
And then we just went on a walk, and so now we're just kind of pooped. And but we've been meaning to make this video for a long time. So,
yes.
This is in collaboration
it's about
with
7.
Yes.
What?
Your comments are just cute.
Okay.
Like, we've needed to make this video for like 3 weeks, and he's like, it's 7.
It is 7.
Like almost the end of March.
Okay.
We're doing this video in collaboration with Mike and Morgan. That couple is a new couple I found on YouTube, and I've been liking their videos. They're just a cute little family from the Midwest. I think they're from Minnesota. We'll put their little spiel of their video in collaboration with this. So I'm pretty sure they've been married for 5 years and together for 10 years.
5 years?
I think something like that, yeah. So
that's
we kind of
insane.
wanted to do a comparison between like what we expected out of marriage and what it's been so far. And also just like I just feel like we're a mess.
No, we're good.
And also just like what we've learned so far in the past 3 months. December, January, February, March. It's March 19th, so it has been 3 months and 4 days.
Dang.
That went by kind of fast. So anyway, we're doing what we've learned in our first 3 months versus what they've learned in like their 5-10 year relationship, because I'm sure it's very different things. But
you have the questions and everything?
Oh, we don't have questions.
Oh, we're just
we're just going for it. I thought we would kind of like bounce back and forth. This is a really chill video. They might have been more organized than us, but our lives have been kind of a mess lately, so we're lucky to even get this out there. I'm curious to know, you can ask questions too if you have any. But has marriage been easier or harder than you expected? Why?
Easier.
Why?
Why? Because, I don't know, it just feels natural. Like, it feels like we were supposed to be married. So, like, nothing's forced.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. But
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think it's easier than what I expected. I mean, we don't, like, fight, like, all day long. You know what I mean?
We've had moments.
What is that?
We've had moments. I think it's been a mixture of both. I would say parts have been easier than I expected. Us actually combining our lives, I think, has been a pretty good flow. I don't think that was very hard for us. We have pretty similar styles. There's a few things we argued on, but like they were just minor, like
the bed. Just
minor things that we disagreed on, but like they're not a big deal. For the most part, combining our lives, and we're pretty similar in the way that we like to get up earlier and like go to bed at a decent time. Are you farting right now?
No.
Oh. I think we're very similar in that way, so like that part has been easy, but I would say other things have been harder than I expected.
Like what?
Just the conversations we've had to have about some things. But you know how people say either the first year is the hardest or it's the easiest? I feel like we have parts of both. It's not like a bad argument. Stop. You're acting like you don't know what I'm talking about. Some parts have been easier than I expected, and some parts have been harder, which I don't think is a bad thing. I actually think, I mean, everyone's marriage is different, but people whose first year is the easiest, like maybe they are in that honeymoon phase, feel like I prefer to have like the harder part first, which doesn't mean anything bad. I just think that you and I are like, we both speak our opinion very freely, which I think brings up very important conversations very early on, because like even before we started dating, we talked about serious stuff, you know, like when we sat at the park.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about like politics, religion, I don't know, like all the important things people talk about like in marriage. I feel like we talked about before we even dated. But then, so I feel like when we dated, it was like a breeze because we already had covered all those bases. And then now, like first thing in marriage, I feel like we've had some stuff come up that would have come up eventually, and I'd rather it come up earlier than later. Not that we were ever in a bad place, but we had some more serious conversations in the first couple months of our marriage. Now I feel like we're in a easy breezy place, but that's just my opinion. Obviously you don't agree. What have you learned in marriage so far?
Patience.
What?
To deal with this one.
Oh, stop.
She's crazy.
I'm just kind of wild. Elaborate. They don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean I'm crazy? I'm crazy like I'm a crazy girl, or I'm just like hyper?
She's just hyper and really spunky and always doing something. So it's taught me patience.
You love it though, because I was gone for the last 4 days and he's like, I missed you.
Well, duh.
Yeah, because
our wife.
It's quiet when I'm gone. I'm kind of an introvert sometimes in public, but not
So what'd you learn?
Marriage.
First couple months.
I think humility. But I think that's like the best part. I mean, of any marriage.
Deep.
Yeah, but it should be deep. Like, what have you learned?
Is this supposed to be a serious video?
Yeah. Patience was pretty serious. I would say humility because I have a strong opinion and I like what I like and you like what you like. But like sometimes you just have to set that aside to make the other person happy, or I don't know. Like I am more easygoing now, I guess, that we're married. I know it'll be even more easygoing when we have kids because kids they call the shots, not the parents.
But we're not gonna have kids for like 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
So.
That's way too long, but we won't have them for a couple years. So
couple? Like 5.
Yeah, but you know, when you get pregnant, you have at least 9 months. So a couple years is like
so
3.
Like 5 to 7.
Oh my
perfect.
gosh, you're dramatic. I'm gonna be dried up by then.
Dried up.
Is there anything you expected marriage to be that it's different than that?
Expected it to be that it's different than that.
Sorry, that's a weird way to word that. Better than you expected, worse than you expected.
Better than
Tell the world.
Better than I expected. Just because it's... I don't know, I didn't really like expect a whole lot. We just... You know.
Sometimes when people say stuff, I kind of like take it with a grain of salt. I just am like, oh, like that's the popular thing to say. So when people would say that marriage is so fun and that it's so fun, I'm like, how is it so fun? I don't know, because we didn't live together before we were married, and I know everyone's relationship is different, but we didn't do that. So I was a little nervous to see how it would be when we combined, and it's been good. But it is so fun, and I think also the fact that we saved that for when we got married, it made it more exciting for us, because like I got to see him a lot more than normal because we lived like 25 minutes apart from each other before we got married. Yeah. So even if like we got to see each other every day, but it was like a few hours every day, not very much. It is kind of like a never-ending sleepover with your best friend.
Yeah.
Because we just like hang out and we have snacks and we
watch movies
and like, I don't know, like sometimes we just have work dates and stuff, but I think it's fun. In this next year of marriage, what is your goal as a husband?
To do the best that I can and love you every day. What's your goal as a wife?
Hold on. Expand on that.
What? To be the best husband I can.
What is that so broad? I would say... Why are you laughing?
You're just funny.
I'm just trying to think on the fly.
My goals are to be the best partner I can be.
Supportive?
Yeah.
Why are you so like...
Like, there's no other goal.
Just like a really broad...
Oh, my goal as a husband is to eat 15 pizzas in the next year.
Productive. Because I want to be like the best woman I can be.
You mean wife?
I'm getting there. For me and for you. So for you, that'd be like being a good wife. And so I think that...
I kind of get what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Be the best version of yourself in order to be the best version of a wife.
Thank you, because I think when you're...
I'll tag along with that one too.
Thanks. I was like, I don't know how else to explain this, but I think when you're your best version, that spills into being the best wife and the best husband, because like, I mean, that's like real deep stuff. But if you're like struggling with your own emotions and your own self-discipline and stuff, you're not going to be able to love someone else very well. This year, my like word of the year, I've already said this to people before, was foundation. So just working on like good habits and everything, because like we don't want kids yet, but you and I are working really hard in our businesses, and I want to be supportive of everything you're doing, and I want you to be supportive of everything I'm doing, and then we can build strong businesses to move forward and support each other to create a good example for our future kids one day.
Yes. So
we clearly are like, we don't know because we're newlyweds, so we don't really talk this deeply. very often. I mean, we talk about deep stuff, but not like about...
We haven't
often. We haven't talked about like, what have you learned in marriage so far? So,
yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed that.
I feel like those are pretty good answers.
Yeah, we kind of were like all over the place, but it probably will be a very different perspective because I feel like you and I are like scatterbrained. It might just be today, but maybe it's our age. And then Morgan and Mike, I think, are gonna be like, because they have like
structured.
They have 2 kids. They've been together for 5 years.
Dang, they have 2 kids.
They just had another baby.
Dang.
I know. They're cute. So anyway, go subscribe to Mike and Morgan and their family. I'm gonna put their information down below too, and they're super adorable. So go give them some love. And thank you to Morgan for collaborating with us. And that's all.
That's it.
Thanks for watching. Follow me at Tay Terrell on Instagram if you're not already.
At Garrett_Terrell.
Forgot your last name.
I almost forgot. No, I forgot. Never mind.
Good talk. So we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.